Well, we made it to our last chapter, and this chapter is how to solve equations. And I will start off by saying that this first section of notes that we have here does not go with anything in your book. The book jumps directly into solving multi-step equations, and I didn't feel that you had a good understanding of, let me rephrase, you cannot solve multi-step equations without understanding how to solve just general one-step and two-step equations. So I created my own section 1, which is why the homework is a worksheet. So make sure that you read the directions for that. All answers will be whole numbers on the worksheet, but there is no book work. This is all a created notes and assignment from me. Okay. All right, so we are going to solve one-step equations. So first, understand what inverse operation is. It's the operation that undoes another operation. So if you have an addition problem, you're going to subtract to solve it. If you have a subtraction problem, you're going to add. If you have multiply, you're going to divide. And if you have divide, you're going to multiply. Okay. 1, subtract the number that is with the variable from both sides. So the first section is adding. We're going to solve one-step addition equations. Your goal in solving equations is to solve for the variable. Your goal is to figure out what the variable is. Okay, so if it's an addition problem, we are going to subtract the number that is with the variable from both sides. So there's two sides to an equation. There's a left side and a right side. The equal sign is right in the middle. Left side, right side. And the left side equals the right side. So if I have 18 on the left side, I have to have 18 on the right side because 18 equals 18. Okay, so our goal is to figure out what number would we add to 14 to get 20. And I know that a lot of these are simple and you can do these in your head, but I'm going to do them the long way for those that may struggle and also to help us for when we get into harder problems. Okay, so again, if it's an addition problem, we are going to subtract the number that is with the variable from both sides. So the number that's with the variable is the 14. So we're going to subtract 14 from both sides. 14 minus 14 cancels. On the left side, you're left with an x. Then you have your equals, and then 20 minus 14 is 6. And we are done. If you ever wanted to check your work, and you can always do that with algebra problems, algebra equations, is you just take that number and you plug it in where you see the x, and is 6 plus 14 equal to 20? Yes, it is. And these are called one-step equations because it took us one step to get to the answer. Subtract, boom, got the answer. Okay, subtract the number that is with the variable from both sides. So we're going to subtract 140 from both sides. 140 minus 140 is 0, so those are gone. On the left side, you're left with a t. And on the right side, you have a 6, borrow a 76. And that one is done. This one we're solving for y. We're going to subtract the number that's with the variable from both sides. 32 minus 32 is 0. You're left with y. And 60 minus 32 would be 28.